What is up, girl bosses? Mental Cruelty is back after the 2021 release of their album A Hill to Die Upon, and in between that, some not great stuff happened surrounding their last vocalist, Lucas Schmaler. Some pretty hefty allegations came out against him, and he originally stepped down from the band. I don't think he's ever going to return. I don't even know if he can return. But he has been replaced now. They have a new vocalist who is, I believe his name is Lucas Nikolai, and his nickname, he goes by Lucas sometimes, and I find that kind of funny. So I actually don't know anything about this guy. I don't know where he came from. So this is gonna be a kind of like, what's he gonna sound like? I have no idea. But excited to get into this. It's been a big week for Black and Deathcore. We heard new Of Sulfur, new Defamed. The new To the Grave album had some great black metal influence. So I'm excited to hear what Mental Cruelty has been cooking up. Before we get into it, we'd appreciate if you like this video, subscribe to the channel. It's free, helps you out a ton, helps you find new music. And you can find links to all my social media as well as my solo project Sunscourge in the description down below. Let's do it. Unexpected. Very folky.
Ein Schleier dicht sich mich hüllt, es Odem und Kraft mir raubt. Harter Boden, elend weich, mein Licht ist nun ertaubt. Es färbt sich schwarz das Licht der Nacht, ein letzter Strahl mich trifft.
I think this is actually two songs. So this first one is Zwielicht. Oh, they do that at Guantanamo Bay. Fun fact. There's no way Bro can breathe, though. That's like a wet cloth on the face. That's literally a torture tactic. I would not be calm there. So I think now we're getting to Symphony of a Dying Star. Yep. Yeah, this is black and folk. Or wizards. It's like a different band. This is strange. Yeah, it's like Cradle of Filth style synth, but the execution of it is very folk. Is that a plastic rose? This is Lorna. This new vocalist is insane, though. Ooh, key change, nice. I know it was cold as fuck to shoot this music video. I feel like, yeah, this it has mostly like a sort of, there's black metal influence, but it feels like very, very Viking metal. I guess the most Viking metal band is Amon Amarth, but I feel like, when Korthon, the guy in Bathory, when he lost it and started doing Viking metal, that's what it felt like. A little bit like that, with some like Cradle of Filth synth. Yeah, that was like a really interesting combination. Very, very folky, which I feel like we have, well, until this point, we had yet to hear that sort of folk influence in deathcore, just period. So it was really interesting to hear that, and pretty unique. It feels like a completely different band. Yeah, that's like a pretty big switch up in sound. Like that's like a different band. They never had that folk influence, especially if you look at Mental Cruelty's like origins. Or their like first two releases, like those were mostly like slamming deathcore or slamming death metal. So this is like this is a change up for them, but it is really cool to see. And I've been saying this with all the other black and deathcore releases of the week. We're starting to get into like sort of the later black metal influence and bringing that into deathcore, which I think is really awesome. I think the only criticism I have of this song is probably the breakdown being like a Lorna breakdown 100%. But other than that, it's like very novel. It's very cool to bring in these other influences from metal, from even like adjacent genres. Folk and metal, they seem very separate, but you got guitars and drums, pretty much the same thing if you ask me. But it's really cool to hear like the diversification of metal, and in ways other than just sort of bringing in more mainstream influence, given that metal is the sort of genre of it's a genre that has just historically been looked down upon, dismissed. So I think bringing in influences from other sort of adjacent genres is pretty sick. I tried to say sick and cool, said Soul. But curious what you guys think of this track, how it compares to old Mental Cruelty. What do you guys think of the new vocalist? I thought he was hitting some like pretty insane highs and lows, especially during that Lorna breakdown. Like he kind of ascended. That was really impressive. So let's see what they got working on. Oh my god, I can't talk today. I'm excited to see what they have in the works, what they do with this new vocalist. I'm just curious. Let's see. Oh,